You know, this is where Ryan's Roses happens, and we're doing it right now. Dear Ryan and Sissany, so she was going through her credit card statements because she had a tax appointment and noticed a charge for flowers from last fall. Never got the flowers. Now, I too have gone through my credit card statement, my own, and thought, wait a minute, what is that? I don't remember buying that.
Sometimes they have different names of companies. Like you did buy it, but they their corporate name is this, and that's what shows up on your statement.
I've called, American Express sometimes and said, well, what? This doesn't add up. Then they tell you, oh, then that's the corporate name of the thing, the deal.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And then I look at my statement and say, oh, why did I buy all that?
I know.
When you see it all,
mine's like parking meters. Parking meters. Do you know how much money I spend in parking meters?
And when you see it all added up, like when it's all added up, it's like, oh. In a day-to-day moment, it doesn't seem like so, but when it's compressed into a statement,
Yeah.
So Ashley saw this charge. Ashley, good morning. Thanks for coming on. Let's get down to it. You saw a lot of gas stations in random cities on there. You just saw strange charges. What do you make of it? Have you asked your husband about any of these charges?
Yeah, I was going through our credit card statements because we had, our tax appointments coming up, and I noticed a charge for flowers from last fall.
Right. And
the problem is I never got flowers. So I asked him about it, and he said he had bought me flowers because I look like he said I looked like I could use a pick-me-up that day. But when he got home, we got into a fight, so he canceled the order. I said, well, I don't see a refund here. And he was like, really? Okay, I'll call them. So I kept looking through the statements, and then I saw a lot of gas stations in random cities that are not between our home and his office. So I honestly thought, okay, I don't know, because he's just been telling me that he just goes to work and he comes home because of the pandemic. But here's the thing. I just want to know who he sends the flowers to, and if he sends them to me, just hang up. I don't want to have a problem. I'll just take care of the flowers.
So, to me, it sounds plausible that he ordered flowers and maybe decided to cancel them. That is plausible. And then the company didn't do the refund, because I've had that happen before too. Not the same situation, but they forgot to credit the card. So that's plausible. Gas stations in different cities confuses me, because you thought he was just going from home to work this past year, especially during the pandemic, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to put you on hold. We'll come back and we will call him. We're going to offer him some roses, some flowers, and see what we can find out, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
All right. We are in the moment where we're making the call right now. Ashley's husband, she thinks that something may be going on. We don't know why. We don't have a lot of detail. But there was a charge for flowers. Hey, Tubbs, I spilled my hibiscus on me. Can you grab me a paper towel? Thanks. There was a charge. Sorry, Tanya. There's a lot going on. I got buttons. I got things. So there was a charge.
I'm not allowed to have water.
What?
Tubbs told me I can't have water around my equipment.
Well, you're in your house. You're in your own apartment. Have water whenever you want.
You can do whatever you want.
Tubbs can't tell you what you can have in your own apartment. Tubbs, lay off. Anyway, so there was a charge for flowers. The flowers never came. He said, we got into a fight that day. I canceled them, but they didn't credit the card. Okay, fine. Now there's these charges of gas stations sort of all over the place when he was just going to work and coming home, so she thought. But a lot of charges. So where was he getting gas and why off the beaten path? Right?
And why does he need so much gas?
So, Ashley, I need you to say, Ryan, you my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, so you have my permission to call on Kiss FM.
No, we're going to do it. Be very quiet until we tell him he's on the air, and then we'll see what we can find out in the meantime, okay?
Okay, great.
Here we go. Sissany, you're on.
Hello?
Hi, is this Scott?
Yeah.
Hi, Scott. My name is Holly. I'm calling from Sweet Blooms. We're actually offering local residents right now a promotion of free roses. It's a dozen that you could send to anybody that you'd like today. We're just trying to promote our business, and hopefully you refer us to friends and family. Is that something that you'd be interested in?
Caught me off guard here. Run that by me again. You're offering me free flowers for what?
It's a dozen free roses. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family if you like our arrangements.
So then you take my credit card information and you go do whatever you.
I don't need your credit card info. I don't need your credit card info. I don't need
like
cash.
Social security number or something.
No. I don't.
To me, okay.
No, I don't need any of that.
Sorry, I'm not like exactly comfortable with this. Sorry.
We would just need the name of the person you would want to send the roses to, and they can receive them by
I'm
lunchtime
not giving
today.
you like a name of someone. Wait a minute. Are you like a cop or something?
A cop?
What is going on?
No, my name is Holly,
Hello?
and I'm calling from Sweet Blooms. We're a flower shop.
And then I'm supposed to hand over everything, and then you're gonna.
I don't need everything. It was just a promotion, and we were just hoping that you could send roses to somebody in your life. If you had a name of somebody, we can start there, and we'd put a note. They'd get them today by lunchtime. They are free. I don't need anything from you. Nothing.
I'm sorry, I might be wrong on this or something, but
Scott, let me interrupt.
Let
me interrupt. Scott, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. My name is Ryan. I have your wife, Ashley, on the line. Let me tell you why we're here. She had said that she found some strange charges on your credit card statement. One was for flowers, never came. The other for gas stations that are off your route to and from work. Can you explain those gas station charges to Ashley? She's listening right now. Go ahead.
Hi. Hey, Scott.
What's going on?
You charged gas on your credit card at stations that were not near your home to work route. Can you explain those charges to Ashley, your wife?
Yeah, I want to know what's going on.
A little bit. I was first being told free flowers, and now I'm on a radio station, and you want to hear about charges on my. Honey, what are you doing?
Because you said you got me flowers, but then you never gave them to me, and there was no refund.
Flowers,
and then
I explained the flowers, hon. Why are you getting? You went.
Because then I started looking at your credit card statements because I'm trying to put our taxes together, and I see all these random charges for gas stations like in towns I've never heard of. So it just seems like I'm skeptical. I'm starting to feel suspicious. You're gone all the time.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so sometimes I just go for a drive, okay? I need a little time to myself, and I kind of feel like I haven't been alone in a year, so I wasn't, like, advertising, like, hey, honey, I need to go on a drive to be away from everything, because then that would spark a conversation that isn't productive. So
Well, why don't you just tell me that? I mean, I would understand, but the fact that you're hiding it is that's the straight. I mean, I thought we told each other everything. I tell you everything. You know, why?
It's a drive. It's a drive. I didn't know that was like under the umbrella of transparency here. It's just a drive. So I would get gas, and it's not on the way to anything. So that's what you're looking at on those statements.
I mean, I guess because you've sort of been making it sound like you've been working more, and I just don't know why you wouldn't just be honest. I would just, if anything, I would help you. I would sign you up for some sort of boot camp or class or something. I mean, you have to talk to me.
I don't want to be around a class. I don't want to be around anybody. So I put myself in my car, I drive down the highway, and then I drive back. And Scott, I burn up a little gas doing it.
Okay, Scott, Ashley, Scott, are you cheating on your wife?
Are you seriously asking me that on the radio? Am I cheating on my wife?
Well, your wife wrote into me concerned that maybe you're seeing another woman, and that's what these curious charges are all about. Could you just clear the air with her?
Wife and I.
Well, I mean, it was until she wrote to us. She wrote to us.
What do you mean it's between your... It's a yes or no question. Why weren't you answering the question?
So just yes or no, Scott.
For the radio's sake, I kind of wish I was cheating on my wife because it'd be better for your ratings or whatever, but I'm not cheating on her. So I'm real sorry, everybody.
No, your wife just reached out. Apparently,
your wife's the one that reached out to us.
Oh, yeah, you guys are great. You guys are great people. Thanks for helping my wife. Sure you just wanted to help, and you're not doing it.
Scott, I think you just need to calm down.
Well, Scott,
Yeah,
it's our pleasure.
If you're not doing anything wrong, then we didn't ruin anything,
I'm
Scott.
being freaking pimped out on a radio show. I need to
Nobody's
calm
pimping you.
down.
No,
Why do you think I go for drives? Huh?
So anyway, Scott, you
That's
are.
We'll calm down on a drive, and then I'll go get gas somewhere, and then I'll get set up, and you'll think I'm a drug dealer now.
Wow.
Well,
okay.
you said thank you, and I just want to say you're welcome. That's no problem at all. So we appreciate your thanking us.
You're free to go.
Take good care. Scott, good luck.
Oh,
Ashley, that's the best we can do for you, okay?
I'm going to take real good care. You take care, too.
Thanks, Scott. I appreciate
Sorry,
it.
guys. Thanks, guys.
No
Thank
problem,
you, guys.
Ashley. It's our pleasure to try and help. You take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Scott, now, what do I think of him? You're probably wondering.
Well, I don't think you need to tell us what you think of him.
I don't know if he's cheating, but I think he's confrontational.
I think he's up to something. I think it may be illegal. The fact that he went straight to a cop.
Yeah, he's very bitter. He's very
fishy.
He's very easily agitated.
Because he's doing something that he shouldn't be doing, and we caught him. We don't know what it is, but
or he's just annoyed. I don't know, but let me throw this one on. We're gonna go back to Ryan's Roses for a second. Just the simple snapshot. I'm curious to hear you on this. Ashley sees charges for flowers and gas stations that don't make any sense, so she thinks that her husband maybe sent flowers to somebody else and is going to other places and seeing maybe someone else. So she writes in and she says, could you find out? So we get him on the line. Now, Scott gets on the line. He's very aggravated from the get-go. He thinks Sisney's a cop. He doesn't want to they don't want to do anything. He's very agitated. He's
agitated about his information specifically. He's just like, now you want all my information. And I was like, I never said I want your information.
Well, which, by the way, I mean, look, when you're blindsided, and you're having a rough day, you're busy, you can understand why one might be short with you. But then he got really upset after we told him he was on the air and that his wife was on the phone because apparently it was none of our business, which it is not. But I did not write to Ashley. She wrote to us. So we tried to do the best we could. Now, he did not send the flowers to anybody. He says he's not cheating. If you did hear that, and you did, Sisney, do you believe him?
No.
Okay.
I think he was way too aggravated and way too defensive and just mean and on edge, like he's hiding something.
Okay.
And so I think he's cheating.
So let's take it beyond that. He's cheating, he's not cheating. The word mean. He was mean to his wife. Certainly he was mean to us, but I could kind of understand that. But he was mean. Do you want to be with someone that's mean? Like, however they got to that place of mean? Do you want to be with someone? Do you stay with? Do you stay with someone? I know you may look. This is gonna be controversial. Don't get upset with me. I know you make a commitment. And you should work through it, right? I know my parents would say the same. But do you really want to spend the rest of your life with someone that treats you badly, treats you disrespectfully, is mean to you?
No. And hopefully you see those red flags before you walk down the aisle. But
it's toxic.
Some people don't. It's so toxic. And to be mean to a stranger like that, I don't want to be with anybody that's that mean to anybody on the phone or a server at a restaurant. Like that's so.
No.
Well, that's one of the indicators early on in a relationship. Are people nice to people they don't know? Mm-hmm. But to be with, I know you commit, you get married, and Sisney, you take the vow. But if Michael started speaking to you like that or treating you mean, you kind of say, look, I get what I committed to, but this is toxic.
Yeah. And hopefully, like I said, you catch that early on. We were together for 5 years before we got married.
But he doesn't have a mean bone in his body, that guy, Michael.
It's impossible.
Right?
Yeah.
Jennifer, good morning. So what did you hear in that Ryan's Roses call?
I heard that there's something shady going on.
Yeah.
And one thing that really hit home for me is when she said, "I tell you everything, and I don't keep any secrets from you." And he's not communicating to her like, "Oh, I need some time alone, so I'm going to take these drives." He's just taking them. It's like he has a secret. He's hiding something, and who knows what else he's hiding. I feel like a lot of times in my relationships, I've been open. I don't have any secrets. I'm an open book, and there's always something that they've got that they're kind of keeping from me. And I think relationships should be open and honest. If you need to go be away for a little bit, like go be away, go be away for a little bit.
Right. Just tell me what you're doing.
Yeah.
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 And And also,
That's all. That's good.
sorry.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling, Jennifer.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. I feel like she lost her train of thought there. I don't want to.
I mean,
I don't want any pressure on her. I mean, we're good. You don't have to do anything else.
It's gotta be nerve wracking.
She's like, I had my PowerPoint ready.
Yeah, she's like, I had my notes and I forgot what I was going to say.
When somebody calls the radio station, and then you're put on hold, and you're like, okay. Like, it has to be so nerve wracking.
It's the worst.
When what?
Yeah.
When you lose your train of thought, like you literally go completely blank.
I know.
It does happen.
It's so bad.
And then it goes like, where have you seen my train go by? Where's my train? Then all of a sudden, like randomly, you retrace your steps and maybe it'll come back to you, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, we can all relate, Jennifer. Don't worry.